This is Hannah Frost of Stanford University Libraries, and I will be demoing our use of Hydra to build an electronic thesis and dissertation submission system at Stanford. The life cycle of an ETD, electronic thesis or dissertation, at Stanford begins in Access. That's Stanford's instance of PeopleSoft for student record management. It's in this system that the student tracks all of their pre-submission criteria, all the things they need to do before they can submit a dissertation, as well as input core metadata, which will be used to seed the electronic thesis or dissertation's record. Once they've done all of that, they can access the submission application built with Hydra, hosted by Stanford's library. I'll be demoing that process in just a minute. Down here, after the submission and reviews are complete, the lifecycle continues where Stanford library staff build up a full library catalog record for the work. And once that is complete, we send the metadata and the final work to Google Books, our third-party distributor, for online access to the works. So now I'm going to go ahead and start the submission process. This is the page the student is directed to after they've met all of their pre-submission criteria. This is the Hydra application. You can see here that we have a total of 6 steps to complete in order to fully submit the work. And in this progress panel on the right, we'll be able to track our completion of each of these steps. In the first step, the student is instructed to confirm that the metadata that was sent over from PeopleSoft is indeed accurate. And I'm going to go ahead and confirm that it is accurate. And you can see that we've completed step 1. I'll scroll down to step 2, where we can enter in an abstract, and I happen to have that conveniently available to paste in. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and we've completed step 2. In step 3, we upload our dissertation file. So I'm going to go ahead and navigate to the desktop where I have my PDF ready for uploading. And it's been accepted. And I do have a supplemental file that I would like to also include. This is an Excel file spreadsheet of tables, tabular data that augments the information in my dissertation itself. Tables in dissertation. I can add a descriptive label for that file. So we are done with step 3. In step 4, we have the option to upload permissions documentation. Usually this is appropriate if I'm have any copyrighted material used in my dissertation that I need to provide documentation that I have permission to use that. So in this case, I do not have any, so I'm going to go ahead and select that option, and you'll see that we have now completed almost all of the steps. Finally, in step 5, we have several things to do here. We can review the copyright statement as it will appear in my work. I have to read and agree to the terms of our publication license. So click this link, read the agreement, go ahead and agree to that and close the window. We also have the option to include a Creative Commons license with our work. So here are the choices. We have some explanation here, and in this drop-down menu I see that I can apply no license or any of the other Creative Commons. I'm going to go ahead and select the recommended option. Finally, I have the option to delay the release of my work. In other words, apply an embargo. And I will go ahead and select a 2-year embargo for my dissertation. At the end of the embargo, my work will be shared with third-party services like Google, And I have the option to restrict the amount of material in my dissertation that's indexed by Google. I'm going to allow 100% of my dissertation to be viewed online. So now that I've completed all of the steps in the application, I can go ahead and click Submit to Registrar. So let's go ahead and do that. Yes, I'm sure. After the student has submitted their dissertation online, there are two approvals that need to happen. A faculty member of the student's reading committee has to approve the submission, and a member of the Office of the Registrar has to ensure that all of the material, everything is correct. So those approvals take place in Access, and once those approvals are complete, the hydra application is informed that we're ready to move on in the life cycle. Full library catalog record is available in SearchWorks, including a link to the persistent URL at the Stanford Digital Repository, where the files can be accessed. Now, this work happens to be under a 2-year embargo, so it's only accessible to Stanford Network account holders. When that embargo is lifted in 2003, the work will be sent to Google. And this is an example of a different submission that's now available on Google because it is not under embargo. So this has been a demonstration of Stanford University Library's electronic thesis and dissertation application using Hydra. Thank you.